Hey everyone, welcome to another LEGO Fan video. I'm your host LEGO Fan, and I do fun LEGO videos. I have about 10 steps video, as well as some cool Ben 10 videos. Today, I am going to be focusing on one part of Bag 5. So, Bag 5 is essentially kind of like the finishing touches, almost. Like just adding a few little details around before we get to the big one, Bag 6. Which is just adding all the big solar panels that you kind of distinguish ISS. You kind of distinguish the International Space Station from like all the rest. Those big giant solar panels that's immediately you identify, hey, it's the ISS. So, yeah, with that out of the way, like, subscribe, ring the bell, do all that YouTube algorithm stuff, and with that out of the way, let's get started. So we're first going to be building two of this mini build that we're going to start out with. So they listed off as just making one of them. So when you hear me spell out, oh, you're going to need two of this or one of this, double it, okay? They even list here 2 times, meaning you have to build it 2 times. So let's get started with just putting down a base, which is a regular old white 2x6. Just put it down. And then we are going to be gonna grab 4 of these 2x2 double ramps almost. They kind of look like white roofs almost. So you're going to need 4 of them. Again, just remember, double this up if you're building along with me. I already have one prepped. I'm just not showing it because we're going to be attaching them. So I have it as kind of a placeholder for that attaching step. So these 4 are going to go right in the center. So 1, 2. Notice how I'm putting them. So they're hanging off a little bit. Okay. So see, there's a little 1x2 area that's hanging off it. And there should be like 2 rows of it. So that way it fills up completely in the center. And make sure that they're aligned with each other, like this. Okay, you can see how it's nice and smooth, or bumpy, since it has like a little pyramid thing. So it should be like that. Now we're going to take 2 more of them. Okay, same exact pieces, only we're going to put them on the ends here. So it's only going to attach via a corner. Again, make sure that it's smooth. So there's one, and then there's a second one right there. Now, flip it over for the next step. Sorry about that. One piece just keeps flying everywhere. We're going to need a really unique piece that I really like using. It's one of those pieces where if you need to ever attach something from underneath, but you don't want like all those ugly studs showing all the time. I'm pretty sure you all know that oftentimes it could be like a rough surface, it does, and sometimes you just want a smooth one. And that's where these unique pieces come in. This one specifically is a 2x2 arch, but it's smooth on the top, but it has studs on the bottom. The reason why is because these attach only via the bottom part of builds rather than the top. So this is a nice way to get a smooth surface, but they are pretty hard to find. You're also going to need another rather unique piece. I don't know how to describe this. You can say it's like a 1x2 boat almost, with like 1 studs on either mast. I don't know. That's like the best way I can describe it. You're going to use this piece to attach those 2 pieces that you just put on in the previous step. Make sure that there's make sure that they're secure sort of piece. Okay? So I'm just clicking this down real quick. If you let me click it down. Thank you. Okay, so once that's secure in, you're going to attach the other piece face down like this, and it's going to go on the opposite end. Okay? So, just like this. Okay, now, flip it back over, and we are going to attach this piece. Okay, and it's going to go right here. Right in that little spot that we just created. Just like that. Okay? So this is what it ends up looking like. And then we're going to attach the big cousin of these pieces, which is a 2x4 ramp. Okay? And I'm pretty sure you can guess where this is going to go, but the ramp part is facing towards these roofs. Okay? Of course, I am going to need 2 hands for this, because it is unbalanced and I don't want to break anything off. So it's going to end up looking like this. You're going to need 2 of them, so if you didn't build 2 of them, feel free to repeat to the beginning of the video, so that way you can get the proper steps. Once you get all 2, okay, so you see that I got 2 here because I made 1 before I started this video, we are going to attach them here. Okay? Sorry about this. So it turns out that one thing that I changed at the beginning of the last video was actually correct the way it was, and now I have fixed it. Trouble is, it does not want to connect. And, well, it's been fun trying to connect it, but it just does not want to connect at all. Whew, okay. I'm still gonna, there's still gonna be a little time lapse, but now that that's finally done, I am going to attach these, and they're going here and here, right where the black axes are. So 1 and 2. Ironically, it also turned out that I put the axes in the wrong spot. So now that they're in the correct spot, I can tell you that one of them goes on the far end of the 3 dots here. Okay? And the other one goes on the opposite end. So I got a little picture here just to prove that I was wrong. So you can see that one goes here and one goes here. You can tell because the satellite is fully out, and it should still be out when you're putting this on. Alrighty, now that we got that confusion done and over with at long last, let's move on with the next steps, which is going to require a nice little Lego lever. Those are really fun to use, as well as a 1x2 with a 1x1 stud and a vertical gripper. Now the lever is going to go on here, okay? So it's going on like that, okay? And the gripper is going to go on right here. I'm just being very cautious because, as I have pointed out numerous times, the base for this is flimsy at best. I don't know why they didn't bother trying to secure it a little bit more than just some flimsy 1x2s. I don't know. Maybe I did something wrong. I know I've been known to do stuff wrong in the past. And this is the wrong piece. Alright, so for the next step, you're going to need a 1x2 with a 2x2 going up on it. You're also going to need a 1x2 with a handlebar. 2 gold 1x1s. And a 1x1 flat. Alright, so we're going to essentially paint this 2x2 to look very beautiful. So I am just going to show you with 2 hands because it's way easier this way. It's going to, we're first going to put the 1x2 at the very top, right here, okay? Next, we're going to put a 1x1 on the bottom left corner. So it looks like this. A flat 1x1 is going right here. And we're going to attach the second 1x1, gold 1x1 on top of the first one. Okay? So it looks like this. Now, we're going to put this right here in this 1x2 section, right next to the gripper that we attached in the previous step. Okay? So it looks like that. Now, to finish off, we're going to add a nice little mini, like one of these, essentially. The satellite dishes. So, I am going to need 2 hands for this 100%, because these pieces are flimsy at best. We're going to need a hollow gripper, okay? So, one of these. We're also going to need one of those gold poles again, as well as a silver Lego disc, okay? So they just show in one foul swoop here, as the old saying says. So what we're doing is we're going to stick the dish right through the bottom part. I think I'm doing this right. We're going to stick the pole right through the satellite dish, and then stick this right into the bottom part. Okay? Might not be the most secure thing, but it's what you do. That's why they show it in one foul motion, because you can't actually physically connect this dish onto this piece here. You actually have to kind of forcibly stick it through via the pole. Okay? Once you got that done, we're going to attach this right on the gripper. There we go. And just like that, we're done for today. In the next step, so we got only roughly 3 videos left. So we're still going to be doing 10 steps in the next one, and then it's going to pretty much be finished. So there's 2 videos in bag 5, and then like a half a video in for bag 6, and then we're done. So this is actually almost done, despite the fact that it still looks like a jumbled mess. But then again, that's scientific buildings for you, scientific inventions for you. Don't take that as an offense. I know this is really technically marvelous. I just wish that it looked a bit nicer. It is how I meant to put it. Anyways, that will conclude today's video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. So long.